My guest tonight's one of the greatest NBA players of all time. He's an analyst on Inside the NBA. Now you can see him in the new TNT series, Shaq Life. Please welcome the one, the only Shaquille O'Neal. How you doing, Shaq?
Before we get started, I bought you a gift, brother.
You did?
Yes, ever since I've been on quarantine, I'm into carving and, clay models and stuff, and I made this for you. It's called the Shaq Angel.
Oh my God, look at that.
Yes,
you made that that's beautiful.
As you can see, the abs are intact. As you can see, the wings. Yes, and I also made one called the Shaq Warrior. This one right here.
Oh my God. These are fantastic.
Made them.
I can't wait to actually have one of those in my possession. You're going to send me one.
Yes, I will. And I have one more carving that I did. I want you to see it.
Oh, yeah? Okay.
It's called Shaq Loves the Kids. I did this one in about 30 minutes. As you can see, Shaq with the kids.
Oh, I see. There's you with the kids. And those wings? Do you always have wings in these?
Yeah. Yes, because I'm an angel, man. Wait, I got one more carving of Charles Barkley that I did. I forgot.
Oh, I want to see a Charles Barkley carving. Yeah.
Yes, this is a Charles Barkley carving. Little glasses.
Yeah, there. I see him. I see it. You said once that back when you were playing, back in the day, there were certain players that you would let score on you because you really respected their game. Is that true?
Not respect their game because I liked their game. So, for example, let's just say Tracy McGrady is going against Kobe. I say, okay, Tracy McGrady, 2 or 3 plays, let me see what you got. And then, I say, ooh, Kobe, he just, you know what I'm saying? Ooh, Kobe, he just scored, and what you going to do? So I would let it go 3 or 4 possessions. Allen Iverson was another guy. I'm like, go ahead, Kobe, guard him. Or D. Fisher, guard him. White Chocolate, Jason Williams was a good friend of mine. He was another one because he was very fancy with the ball. Only time I didn't do that was when I was in playoff mode. But other than that, look, even though I'm a player, there was a lot of guys that I really respected, and I was fans of this game, mostly guards. So if I was playing now, I would let Steph Curry score all the time. I love his game. He's my favorite player.
Yeah. I remember we all saw you at Kobe's memorial, and it was amazing because you were very moving, but you were also very funny at the same time about Kobe. It almost seems like another lifetime ago since this COVID crisis, but it must still seem unreal to you that he's not with us.
This is my toughest year, and I don't complain about anything, but lost my baby sister, lost my good friend, we'll ever be together linked, and then now people are losing their lives. A lot of people are filing for unemployment. A neighbor who lives next door, been working for Disney for 30 years, got let go the other day. So, me and him having conversation, it's just a tough year. But, I'm glad there's social media, I'm glad there's DVDs, and I'm glad there's YouTube. Because when he first passed away, I couldn't believe it. I watched every playoff game that we ever played. I just sat in my room. I told people I don't want to talk to anybody, and I'm just looking at him like, okay, it can't be true because he's right there on the screen. I'm watching him. But then he got announced, to the Hall of Fame, and I probably won't watch that because it's not going to be the same without him. Only way I watch it is if his beautiful wife gives a speech or if his mother and father gives a speech on his behalf. Yeah. But, I just, if I had 2 wishes, I just wish he was there, and I wish I could take my sister to the ceremony, to watch him be inducted.
Yeah. A lot of us are thinking about our families right now as we go through this really difficult time. And I know that you have sons that play, and also your daughter plays, and they're very, very good. And you've said you think that they will probably go pro.
That is true. I try to encourage him, but I don't really push him. Right. We always have family meetings. So when they all got of age, I said, listen, we don't need another Shaq. Give me a guy that runs a hedge fund. Give me a pediatrician. Give me a guy that has his own law firm. Give me a guy that's, a store manager. Give me a guy that's a movie producer. You guys can do anything you want. I don't care if you play basketball or not. But I got 3 of them that really like to play. 2 of them will be going to LSU next year. And my youngest, who probably is my best athlete, she can go anywhere she wants. But I don't push them because, listen, life is good for us, and we don't need basketball. Only thing I need you to do is have 3 diplomas. So when you come into my office and ask for a loan for your business, I'll know that you're qualified. I tell them you got to get 3 degrees to touch any of Daddy's cheese.
That's a good bumper sticker. You should market that. A lot of people are wondering right now, how is the NBA? How are they going to start up again? Is there a way? Some people have proposed that maybe there could be a bubble city, a place like Vegas where all the players can get together. They can all stay in the same hotel and play that way. I don't know if that's an insane idea or not, and maybe do it without crowds. Do you see anything like that happening in the NBA soon?
I don't have an answer. I wish I had an answer for you. But kudos to all the league commissioners and guys that run the league for having the balls to say, you know what, I care about the players and I care about the fans. This thing's going to spread like this. We don't want it to, get out of control. But as a player, I don't think I could have a great impact without fans.
So the fans are, if you're playing, the fans are that crucial to your experience as a player.
Yes. And, for me, it's not all about the fans. Like, I just used to pick 2 or 3 people. So when it was in L.A., Jack, Adam Sandler, Denzel, and then I'd pick a father and a son to just look at. Because my dad used to always take me to the game and be like, you see that guy right there? And you see his son? He paid all his damn money. Make sure you put on the show. So, yes, fans are very important. Like, if I go to the game and saw you there, I'm going to be like, hey, Conan's here. He's not here to see you. Throw me the goddamn ball and watch me go to work.
I'm glad I would have that impact on you.
Yes.
You might, if you saw me, you might say, hey, who's that lady? Hey, let's talk about, you popped up, you did a cameo in Tiger King. I know that you visited him.
All right, yesterday on my day off, I went to the GW Zoo. Shout out to Exotic Joe. I got 2 more tigers. I didn't do a cameo. The law states that when you do something, say something, it becomes public property. So you're right and correct. We were traveling back and forth, Dallas, OKC. So I see a sign that says we have tigers, white tigers. I love white tigers. That's my weakness, white. So I go, and a gentleman is there. He's, long hair, the shirts.
You met Joe Exotic.
Yes, I met there. He's there. And I tell people all the time, being friendly to somebody doesn't mean that we're friends. Sure. I have no affiliation with him or a zoo. I like animals.
Yeah.
Every zoo in the country knows my name. I've made large donations to, for animals to have food, shelter, all that good stuff. So I go there. Listen, guy had a nice park. He had like 200 cats. He let me get some, little kitties. So I said, hey, I want to buy the kitties. So, and that term buy means donation. Yep. So I said, hey, I want to buy these kitties. They'll be mine. I'm going to give you a donation. I get to come back and see them, whatever. So, I do that. 2 years later, I come back. The other guy pulls me to the side and said, there's some stuff going on. You might not want to come back here again. I never came back. And I think that was 7, 8 years ago. And then finally, I'm watching the DVD because I followed what was happening. And then in episode 1, I see myself and I was like, here we go. And the next day, everybody was going crazy. But America, I do not harm animals. I love animals. So thank you very much.
Yeah. No. Well, what did you think of Joe Exotic when you met him? He seems like he'd be a pretty entertaining guy.
He actually was. He was one, he was one of those guys that go to auditions every day and they want to be a star so bad, they'll just do everything. And
guess what? Now he's one of the most famous people in America.
But you know who was really funny? The guy with no teeth. He was funny.
Oh, yeah. He's got teeth now, too.
He does? Seriously?
Yeah, I think he got implants. He probably got a little money came his way and he got some teeth.
Okay, but that's not his brand. He's not going to be known for pretty teeth. I want you to go back to the no teeth look, man.
Okay, well, I'll get that message to him.
All right.
You know, it was occurring to me that one of the things you must miss is Charles Barkley's face.
I miss his ass. He has a flat ass. For a black guy, he has a flat ass. Like I always look at him like, what? Take some booty shots or something. Like I do. I miss Chuck. Chuck is my annoying best friend. He's funny. He's annoying. He's loud. Well, yeah, I miss him. I miss sitting across from him, looking at him.
I talked to Sir Charles a little while ago, not too long ago, and he started talking some shit about you. He said, "I don't believe Shaq uses Icy Hot. I don't think he eats at Papa John's. I don't think he's insured by the General." How do you respond to that?
Okay, the General was my first car insurance when I was at LSU. Icy Hot, I do use Icy Hot. I don't use it now because I'm not in any aches and pains.
Okay.
I know Icy Hot works because one day I had a thigh bruise, and the trainer rubbed it on my thigh, and it rolls up to that area, to the boys, and woo-wee. I was in the shower with milk. I had to pour milk on my boys to get it off. And I do eat at Papa John's. I'm always at Papa John's. Stop it.
Okay. Love the story about getting Icy Hot on your testicles. That was, I love that. And milk is the cure if that should happen?
Yes, milk is the cure.
All right. Here's another question I got to ask you about the advertisements. You've turned down Wheaties. You won't do an ad for Wheaties. Is a cereal that you, because you don't eat them, are there cereals that you would do an ad for if they came to you?
Frosted Flakes is the #1 choice, and I'll do it for free. So Mr. Frosted and Mr. Flakes, if you ever want to let me know. Frosted Flakes #1.
Fruit Loops. I'm down with Fruit Loops.
And then I was already on the cover of Fruity Pebbles. I was on the cover of 13 million boxes of Fruity Pebbles. And then the last choice will probably be Dig 'em Smacks. You remember Dig 'em Smacks?
I do.
What's wrong with that frog's airplane?
Engine croak.
They're part of your good breakfast, Kellogg's Sugar Smacks.
That's a Dig 'em Smack.
You know, another thing I wanted to ask you about is when I was talking to Barkley, I said to him, look, Charles, I'm 6'4". I'm pretty quick. I'm good with my hands. I think I could have made it in the NBA. He told me, no way. What do you think? You got to weigh in on this.
You remember what I said to you the first time I saw you? I was like, geez, you're tall. Looking at you on TV, you don't look, I mean, you look tall, but when I talk to you, you're like right there. So I don't think you're 6'4". I think you're 6'7".
Well, that's the hair.
Oh, good point. Good point.
Right. What do you think? Would you have feared me? If you were coming down and you saw me covering you, would you be afraid?
No, I would laugh. You know who you look like?
What?
You look like a pale Brian Scalabrine.
I thought you were going to say I look like the Wendy's girl.
The Wendy's girl.
You know what? Hey, I'm going to tell you one other thing that Charles said about you. He said, whenever Shaq and I get into a basketball argument on the air, Shaq always goes to the same places, which is, you don't have any rings. Is that what you always say to him?
I sure do. You don't have one of these, Charles, do you? Hey, baby. I love you. Charles could never have you, little baby. Can he have you, baby? No, he cannot. You belong to me.
Okay, well, I'm going to get shit from Charles now, and that's all your fault.
It's all good, brother. Love you.
I want to make sure that I get the word out. You got to tune in and see Shaq Life. It's the new TNT series with Shaquille O'Neal. And Shaq, you're hilarious. Thank you very much. You're always great. And let me know if I can do anything for you, okay?
All right. Likewise. I'll talk to you.
All right. Take care, Shaq. Be good.